Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Min's Minute Modcast. Today, my special guest is Satya. Hey, Satya.
Hi, Min.
Right, now, time is pressing. We only have a minute, so let's crack on. My first question is, how do you convince creative teams to embrace data and technology without feeling that they're losing their soul?
I get it. The fear is real. So, if I'm spending years mastering the art of creating new designs, new concepts, and I see a tool like ChatGPT or similar AI tools generate ideas in seconds, it rather feels unsettling. But here's the pivot, that these tools are not here to replace my creativity. It is here to spark it.
Mm,
Most AI concepts or designs are derived from history. They are foundations of something that I, as a creative person, can utilize it and create future possibilities that alone technology may not be can imagine, right? It is, if the author have to write a new concept, let's say a fantasy novel,
mm,
AI can create a concept scraping all the books. But then what is in my head, my own experience, my own way of perspective of seeing the world cannot be mimicked as of yet by the AI tools. So it just it gives me the basic foundation to write on it, but it will not create entirely a book for me. It is not a final product that this AI designs or concepts are creating for me. So I would rather see these tools as a starting point or a foundation, um, and 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 really show the world what more can be done, and not just be stuck in understanding what has been done, the historical data, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
perfect. Now, what would you say is the X factor in your product strategy that most teams overlook?
The X factor, you say, for product strategies, in my experience, is ruthless clarity.
Okay.
Most product strategies are derived from books, frameworks, which are already existing. And they may not be directly useful for my own users. So I kind of go a step back and ask this question: what is the problem are we really, really solving for the users today? Once we are able to answer that question with the utmost honesty, then the roadmaps, then the features, and then the solutions get quite clear. And this is where the value also lies, right? What is the impact, or what is the solution that I'm going to design or create will provide the value to the users immediately. And here is the key: most product strategy that I will create based on this problem statement is not written in the stone. It is something that's more flexible, more adaptable. It gives me the freedom to experiment, to really understand whether the user's needs and wants, and whether my solution is really solving the problem or not. Yeah.
Perfect. My final question, and it's quite close to home, being the world's biggest introvert, but yet spending most of my life at networking events. What would be your best advice for someone who's nervous about networking at events?
Yeah, I get that. I was there once and I'm still there sometimes. So here is something, right? I derive my answer from the years of experience of organizing product tanks
Mm,
and my recent career exploration. Networking is usually not about me.
mm,
Networking is about the other person that I'm going to approach and discuss. The first question I talk or ask myself is, what is this conversation going to bring to the other person? What is the value I'm going to generate with the next 2 or 3 minutes of my discussion? What is that question I need to ask? And to stay genuinely curious, to know about the other person. And networking is something, it's not a fleeting pass, right? It's something that you create, you nourish for the years to come. It's like a good nourishing bowl of food that every ingredient is properly chosen, slowly cooked, and stays nutritious for years to come, like or for time to come. Unlike the 2-minute noodles that we usually get. It's good, it's very quick, maybe it tastes good, but it's not healthy, it is not here to stay. So I compare or I see networking as a long process of creating value, of creating relationships that truly matter.
Right.
Should we give it another go?
You know what? That was like amazing. That is, I'm going to save that one to the bank. Manage recording. Stop recording.